I'm live again, I think.
I'll check.
I made a new one, I think, just because it was just stuck. Some bullshit.
Yeah, it's back up.
Is it a new one, or is it the same one?
Same one.
Oh, the same one's back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all the viewers are gone, so I don't think it's the same one. It's probably a whole new one. No, I don't think so. Alright, hold on. Fuck, man. So bullshit. Fuck you, YouTube. God damn. No, it's a different one. Hold on. Let me post it again. It's the same title, it's just a different, it's a different actual video. Oh. God damn, man. Set it up. That's a different one. Let me delete this shit. Might as well. There we go.
Experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah, I got some people back.
Okay,
What's up, guys? Sorry to anyone. I had to fucking do a whole new one because it disconnected for no reason. And it kept saying it was reconnecting, but my internet was fine. So I was still able to talk to Nanomo and Amy here. So you got me why that happened. Hopefully some of the other people that don't do the Discord will find it. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Was this time machine channel that actually, like, only, like I said, a handful of videos. It doesn't have much. It started posting like a year ago, but it's just got some really interesting stuff, man. Like, and it's simple stuff. It's not like you got the Hindenburg, you got, like, you know, things like that, but then you have stuff like a colorized Paris 1939. You have let's see here, where is it? This one's cool because it actually shows the comparison, which is interesting. The Discord one's still working, so you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, cool. This is just fascinating, man. Maybe it's just because I'm a history buff. Well, more than a history buff. Fucking I'm many grand in debt with his master's in history.
I remember seeing like videos like this of like a snowball fight, like way back in the day. Or
Action must be weird today.
wait, what happened now?
The
thing went silent for me. I don't know.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. But the stream lagged for a little bit on YouTube.
I'm hard connected, so I have no idea why it would be lagging.
I mean, it's probably just what the why is my brain fogging right now?
Could be like conditions beyond your control.
Yeah, like your ISP.
Oh man, that's so cool. That's like the best time for that, right? Fucking all day, just like I can play fucking video games and shit without any lag. Start a stream, all of a sudden takes a fat shit. But anyway, what I find interesting is that, because I think the stream's still going, yeah, is that, yeah, he colorizes this stuff, and, you know, for whatever reason, I don't know if they're a professional in their real life that likes to talk about certain things or put certain things up, but it's like a lot of innocuous stuff, and I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
It's nothing like, major. Just seeing these people, I don't know. It makes me think about, like, how many of them were just like us, you know, might have had their own set of, mental health issues and things, and they lived in an era where it was even less understood.
Where it would have been really rough, yeah.
You would have ended up lobotomized half the time. I mean, how many of us would end up lobotomized at some point in time?
Oh yeah.
Right? for saying the wrong things, doing the wrong things, not understanding the right things, and so on. That I find really interesting. Another channel that I've been following for a long time is this one, Lumpy Touch. I'd be surprised if you haven't heard of it, Anoma. Have you ever seen Lumpy Touch?
No, I never have.
Oh man, you'd like Lumpy Touch, I think. It's such a gross name, right? Lumpy Touch basically does like really, really strange pixel animations that are very, very detailed and highly disturbing at times. He got popular because he did the Gorefield stuff early on. And he did like some really, 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 really good looking Gorefield shit. He did a whole horoscope thing, so on and so forth. But the quality of his stuff is just, man, it's top notch. It really doesn't get much better. As far as that goes. Like, here, let me find a good example of what I'm talking about. And the guy himself's just super, super cool. Let's see if I have it on here. Yeah, see, this is like the one that put him on the map. He was already followed significantly, but fucking ads. This one put him on the map. Fucking stupid thing. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? God damn, everything's taking a shit today. Yeah, so he did a whole set of animations that he turned into like almost like a short film.
Dang.
And it looks like a video game that is playable but isn't. And it's even the sound effects and everything, it's so incredibly well done. Let me see if I can turn it up for you guys.
Yeah, that's rad.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so good. And I think what I'm trying to talk about here is how there's just really, really creative people out there that just kind of fly under the radar. He does like
took a pixel art class once, but I suck at it. Online class.
He even does like these loading screens. And it's just awesome because it's not a real game at all. It's just an animation. And it's you've heard of Gorefield, right, Nanoma?
No.
No? It's like Gorefield's like this kind of almost like creepypasta version of Garfield. Where it's like it's kind of this hyper violent kind of mutated variations of it. And there's like a lot of art out there. If you look up Gorefield, you can find a ton of art of different nightmare fuel versions of Garfield. It's kind of it's got a little bit of mix of dark humor in it, but just the quality of the animations is like fucking nuts, man. Like the amount of time he must have put in it, just one guy doing this. And it's just not happening. Look, I'm back. Oh, cool, I'm back again. But I didn't make a new video this time. It actually reconnected. What a fucking miracle. Yeah, this is really gonna make people want to stick around. Holy shit, refresh the chat. God damn. It's been a while, been evading taxes. Oh, AD, what's up, AD, man? I've been evading taxes. Based ass AD. Okay, cool. It looks like we're back on track. Anyway, he did these cool horror scopes. And they're just so well done.
Parallel universes. These universes all have one thing in common. They have a charm and a Garfield.
And it just kind of goes over
monsters.
And it goes over these kind of, he did them individually, but then he put them in. It's got like it's a horror scope for each individual Garfield, like a little plot story thing, how to combat that Garfield, this power rating. It's super elaborate shit. I don't think I can not stream anything, but show any videos or anything, because I feel like that's what's causing the problems. Yeah, All right, so apparently every time I try to show you guys something, it just takes a big shit. I'm not sure why it's doing that, considering that, you know, I'm streaming Nanoma over here drawing, no problem. But anytime I try to show you guys anything on YouTube, it takes a fat shit. So I'm not sure if it has to do with like copyright shit or what, but usually all it does is when I try to do anything like that, it just copyrights claims the video, which I don't give a shit since it's, I'm not monetized anyway, and it doesn't matter. So I don't know if it has to do with that. Maybe.
I think it's just your connection today is like being asked or something, because it's also on Discord. It stops.
What, like you can't hear me speak anymore on Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
That's so fucking weird. I never have problems like these. Like, I mean, look how many streams we've already done without any issues at all.
I mean, sometimes it just be like that, man.
Sometimes it just be like that. Yeah, no joke.
Sometimes it do, yeah.
Well, it's okay. I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on trucking along. Fuck it. Maybe I'll talk more about them before not play anything, just in case it's making the problem worse. So here, let me lower the volume just in case something blows our fucking ears. The pieces. There we go. So, there's another channel I really like. This one has about 177K. It's called Daisy Brown. And what makes it interesting, if you watch Nightmind, you probably already know about it. But as you can see by some of these images, it's pretty creepy. It's basically this kind of super low budget horror like blog, like video blog tale. That started probably like 3 years ago and ended maybe 2 years ago or so. But what's interesting is it's just basically this girl that has like very very obvious mental health issues, and at the same time she has these little monsters, or this little particular monster that she's trying to take care of. And it's just fascinating because, you know, the monster talks, her acting is superb, and the actual monsters and things are made out of paper mache. Like, it's really obvious they're paper mache puppets, but it's just so fucking well done. And the story's interesting, and the way it develops is interesting, and so on and so forth. So what the fuck was that?
Oh.
It was like a subscription thing. Oh my god, I didn't even know I had that on. That's hilarious. But point is, it goes through this whole story about this young girl, and you get to like see hints and clues throughout it, that teach you a little bit about her, like her background, who she is, the fact that she lives alone in this kind of like cluttered house with like no adult supervision. It's nuts. You know, and Alan, which is the name of the creature, how he gets progressively abusive to her. It eventually gets stranger and stranger, the directions go. There's a little bit of mild violence, but I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's odd because a lot of her videos have a lot of views, but the subs don't match, and I think that mostly has to do with channels like Nightmind promoting her, and people watching her videos and probably not necessarily subbing, because the final video and this one has 1 million views. This one has 1.2. The interview with Alan's amazing because he's right here. He's like overgrown and just mutated looking. So this was like a Q&A for her and the creature, which was it's as weird as it sounds, and I highly recommend it. Another thing I wanted to talk about too, besides just like, you know, interesting YouTube channels, are some of these Schizoid ones that disappeared. And you guys have probably all come across both of these, I'm sure, at some point or another, if you've attempted to look for videos. Let me ask Amy, have you seen both the Queen Space Goat ones and the Sandleaf ones?
I've watched Sandleaf's.
Yeah, I've seen
for sure.
The dude's one as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because he had a third video, but it's gone.
Huh.
I remember there was a third video. it's strange. I don't know where it went. And yeah, this guy's video, he had a good presence. His setup and his mic and everything was nice. The quality of his camera was good. He had an accent, but he was able to convey everything he was trying to convey incredibly well. And then boom, just like every other Zoid just disappears, right? Queen Space Goat was a girl from like, you know, well, 3 years ago is when she started talking about her diagnosis and own issues. And fascinating, again, interesting. Everything she's describing is similar to all the stuff that we talk about all the time and the stuff that we experience. And like, I don't know, man, like sometimes I think, okay, what if Queen Space Goat or Sand Leaf, if you're out there somewhere and you come across this stream or any of my stuff, or if anybody out there like happens to know how to contact them, tell them it'd be awesome to talk to them, to have a conversation with them, even on stream or as like a separate video or something, even if they have no interest in like, say, continuing their own YouTube channel. I would love to have a conversation with them about everything, about the process and why they started and then stopped, and how it had to do with their own issues and anhedonia and everything else, and what aspects of it made them quit uploading, or if it was just some other issues. Stuff like that always fascinates me. I did a video on it a while back where I talked about oh, by the way, guys, tell me if my stream takes a shit, Nanomo.
Yeah, I will.
Thanks. Keep me updated. See, look, all of a sudden I'm not having problems because I'm not playing videos. Right? So, which is unfortunate, but whatever. But yeah, like what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
It'd be cool to talk to them.
Yeah, it'd be cool to talk with them. And just communicate what's up. Like, cause I find this interesting. Like, for example, Sandleaf's, he's got this banner up here. He's a nerd. Look at this. What is this right here? What do you guys think? What do you know? Anybody out there? Tell me what these are and what type they are and what they're for.
D&D dice.
Hell yeah, D&D dice. So that alone makes me go, oh, this guy's probably a cool cat. Because anybody that plays D&D is automatically get at least a 1 point in my cool book. Because I know it's lame or whatever, but I was a DM for years, and I still DM for my for the kids in my household. So it's really fun. And then you know, it would just be interesting to find out why they left how they did, and maybe that in itself could be useful to me and relatable to anybody listening. There's also a few others out there. There's one in particular. Well, there's like one or two that are still somewhat active. The one I've talked about multiple times, and I'm still trying to get a hold of. And if he's listening right now, please, I've been trying to get a hold of you, man. I'll probably never get to talk to you, but I hope one day I do, because from what I've been told, oh wait, it's he told me he listens to my stuff, but he never I've tried to get him. Fuck, are you serious? It's just not gonna pop up. Hold on, I gotta find him here. He told me that he watches my stuff, but and he said he might check out the server and probably lurk there. Why can't I find it? The easiest way to find it, honestly, is you just type in the dump Schizoid. There we go. Greg of the dump. I've been Gregory. So he still uploads. It was a month ago that he uploaded. Prior to that, 2 months and 3 months, and then he only uploads every so often. At one point, he actually uploaded consecutively for like with a week or two or something, or a month between, which is surprising. He told me that he watches my stuff because he has answered a few comments that I've left him. But man, if you're out there listening to my stuff, I really need to talk to you again. It'd be really, really interesting to have a conversation about how things are going. Because from what he told me on the comment, he's a bit older. He's probably in his 50s and such. He's been dealing with these issues for like a very, very long time. And So he's got some interesting perspectives on how it's probably affected him, especially since he's like full on hermit mode. Like if you think you're a hermit, you're not compared to this guy. This guy has issues with even like what's the word? Just going out to actually get food, like basic necessities and things. Is something that he has difficulties with. So and just literally forgetting how to speak to people. Like he did a video, communication breakdown, where he discusses how he can't quite remember how to have a conversation with others sometimes, and things of that nature. And that's pretty relatable in some respects. But yeah, if you're out there, man, I'd love to listen to your shit. I mean, I love watching your shit, but I would love to talk to you and have you on here. And there's a few people on the server that'd be interested too, because I've talked to them about yourself. And don't worry, we're not trying to fucking be friends or some shit like that. We just want to learn what you have to say. So no worries, no social interactions of any depth required. So now that I have about 11 people watching, I'd like you guys to tell me what channels or whatever are out there that are just smaller and strange that maybe I haven't come across or nobody else has. And I'd be really, really interested in seeing that. Why is my chat? I don't have a chat. That's cool. So can you see? You guys can see my chat on the stream though, right?
Oh, look.
Is the chat on the stream now, Noma?
I mean, nothing showed up yet.
Oh my god. Okay,
No
so I
one
don't know
has
if
said anything for me to see it.
okay. You type something in Noma to see if it even pops up.
Oh, right. I didn't think about that.
Because I can't even see the chat that was there. Like, that shit's gone. Ridiculous. YouTube's taking a big fat shit all over me today.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
At all?
Yeah, not on the stream.
Oh my god. What's happening today, man? The fuck's the point of streaming? You can't even talk to people. This is the stuff that's discouraging. Cause like, you know, oh, here we go. I could actually see it now on the browser at least.
Oh, you meant the side chat. I thought you meant the on-stream chat. That's
no,
not
I don't
showing
give a
up.
shit about that. I'm talking about the side chat. There we go. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Fucking guy. Damn it. Okay, no, because I can't see it in my OBS. For some reason, I usually have it up on the OBS stuff, and it shows up on my on there. But the only way I could see it right now, for some fucking reason, is on the what do you call it?
Jeez.
On the browser. But anyway, I like the addition in almost screen share corner. Yeah, testing. Hey, Yehis, Ned, what's up? Looks like we're good right now. But anyway, do you guys have any channels that you've come across? Any weird shit that might be interesting for me to look at or check out at some point or another? Like, I'm talking like stuff that only has like 20, 30K subs. Less than like hundreds of thousands usually. And just that has like just some oddball sort of stuff, because I'm always seeking out new ones. And I think it's pretty cool, because I generally find some of those smaller, weirder channels more relatable and interesting than anything that I can find otherwise. Because the problem is when you're using the search YouTube, you're gonna get like mostly whatever the algorithm wants to feed you, and it becomes a matter of digging around through the stuff you're searching in order to find some pretty cool little treasures out there. Some of which have like little to no followings. How about you, Nanomo or Amy? Any weird channels that I might be interested in?
I
don't know.
Besides your own, Amy? Which I am interested in. And if you guys haven't checked out Amy's stuff, Internet Kindness, subscribe, please. It's got good shit. It's got interesting shit on there, at least in my opinion. Well, apparently it doesn't matter what. I'm just gonna fucking play some fucking bullshit music, because otherwise I can't. Okay, here. Okay, thanks, Sam Jam. Okay, so I got two, and Yehis. Lang Marine and Zila Soma. Okay, let's check this out. See, there we go. That's what I want to get some conversation started on some of this shit that might be interesting to talk about. Did my browser shit disappear?
On Discord? No.
I see stuff.
Oh, okay, it's still there. Okay, good. Let me do this and then this. Okay. What is it showing? It's showing that. Okay, good. Good. All right, so let's check out what these guys are talking about. So the recommendation I'm getting is Lang Marine first. I've never heard of this. Lang. Not now. Lang Marine. Lang Marine. What am I looking at? Okay. 15k subs, 17 videos. So what am I looking at here? If you don't mind telling me there.
They said proof of organized gang stalking by the police department / government.
Proof?
So this channel is.
So this is one of those evidence of gang stalking. That's okay. That's actually a really interesting subject, actually. So, fucking dumb money. What's up, man? I see unholy union forming. The souls of the world are being consumed. 2 weeks, they whisper, is when the end will come. Average investor. Wait, they assassinated him? How do you know this? Yes, the channel, the person with the channel is dead. Oh, this is that. Now you got my attention. Is there any like articles or anything written? Like how do people know this occurred? Like exactly? Because like the thing is the reason I ask is I've seen a lot of gang stalking channels. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what that is. Amy, Nanomo?
No.
Gang stalking? Never heard of it?
A
Okay.
little bit.
Gang stalking usually has to do with mental illness, honestly, in general. Not always. There might be cases in which it's something unique, but it's individuals oftentimes on social media that post videos of people walking around their streets and vans and stuff. And either the person is legitimately being stalked and watched by government officials or authorities or whatever, or that person is very unstable and suffering some sort of a PPD
delusions.
or something. Yeah, delusions and PPD. So so I've seen a few channels where there's these sort of uploads, and I've seen ones where I'm like, okay, the stuff they're recording is really strange. It might just be coincidental, might just be this, might just be that, but it gets weird. And then some where the person is obviously ill, like where the stuff that they're recording is completely innocuous and they're highly delusional. I have never seen this particular channel. I find it interesting that you're saying that they were murdered or assassinated. How long was I gone?
When you were
seconds?
saying, like, I don't understand why you think this is some way.
Fucking
I don't
no.
remember.
Awesome. Let's see how the live stream cut out, but we were still able to talk to each other, right? Or did I cut out for you guys on the Discord
you cut
as
out
well?
for us as well.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Fuck it. It's gonna be a short stream today, guys, because apparently I can't fucking do this. Stream cut out big time, yeah. But what makes the case particularly convincing? I've seen a lot of instances. I'd have to check out the videos. I'm not gonna play them today because this fucking stupid bullshit is. I don't. You know, honestly, it probably doesn't even fucking matter. I might as well fucking do it. Tell me, Yehis, which one of these is particularly interesting? Would you say to check out? Like, if I were to watch one, if you were to show me one of these, since you've seen them, which one would be the one where it would have something weird enough to where it would be totally sus? Because like I said, I've seen multiple. I've seen everything from ones that like seem like there could be something to it, to other ones where it's highly just completely delusional shit. The one with the carpet cleaning van, maybe. Well, let's see. Well, that's like, oh, okay, so that's the most recent one. Okay. Well, the last one put up 5 years ago. And oftentimes the issue too, I've seen, I don't know if it's playing. Hopefully it is, and hopefully my fucking stream didn't just take a shit. No, it looks like it's still going.
Playing on stream.
Okay. All right. So carpet cleaning, guy standing outside of his door, talking with a cigarette. Looking back, but not necessarily toward her home or their home. Okay. So far, I'm not seeing anything special. Like, so far it looks completely innocuous. This guy's looking out, maybe waiting for someone, waiting for something. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Okay, so he put a paper there. Alright. Put a paper on their property. I mean, it could be an ad for their carpet cleaning business. Yeah, a lot of people often dump that. If that was it, I don't see much. I mean, because like all I saw there was, if I were to take oh, the first vid. Okay, I must have been looking at the wrong one then, because all I saw right there was somebody possibly posting an advertisement for their carpet cleaning business. Nothing else really. Okay, so this is their profit. Ford crew cab that stalked me at my residence multiple times. Okay. So I'm guessing this is one. These are people that work for whoever recorded this, or this is one. This is laying up Marine themselves. I'm not too sure what's the case. Let me see here. This truck belongs to Fresno Sheriff Police, was stalking me, blah, blah, blah. I was being targeted. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that. Because this is the problem with a lot of gang stalking videos. It's generally like, really innocuous shit. That if you were paranoid enough, you would actually interpret as people going after you or something. I've literally seen videos where like somebody's going up to other people and recording them, and then like when that person like looks at them because they're recording them, they say that's evidence, and it's like, who's not gonna look at somebody recording you?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, why the fuck are you recording me? This is weird, and they take that as like, oh look, I caught them. They've been caught, now they're nervous. It's like, no, you're making them nervous because you're fucking approaching them with a camera. No, and the issue is oftentimes like maybe it's a neurodiverse sort of thinking that isn't falling in line with what normal human behavior is, which is if you start giving someone attention that's undeserved or unasked for, they're going to react in some strange way, and maybe some hostile manner oftentimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so far all I'm seeing in this first video is nothing. Am I supposed to be looking at this van in the back? Is it because there's a truck that keeps driving past? Did I miss that? The Ford crew cab keeps driving past on the street. Yeah, I don't. It was one of the van videos. Well, unfortunately, man, like I'm not really seeing much of anything on these. It just looks like another dead end gang stalk type situation. Because that's the problem too. Like there's there's also other channels out there of people that review and talk about gang stalking channels where they themselves tend to be paranoid or think they're being gang stalked too, so they take other people's channels and they use them as evidence to prove that they themselves are being gang stalked, like saying, oh look, it's happening to other people, so it must be happening to me. And so unfortunately oftentimes it perpetuates the paranoia in one person by being able to exhibit their own paranoia to others, and then others confirming that paranoia because it's similar to them. And obviously you end up with a situation of like cyclical confirmation bias where it's like, okay, like that person says it's happening to them too, so that must mean it's happening to me. And look, my evidence is that 10 other people have video channels where they upload innocuous things that I consider to be highly suspect. And then you just have this confirmation circle and cycle, and it doesn't just apply to say something like gang stalking, it also applies to like anything on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Amy, on this gang stalking bit? Have you heard of it?
No.
It's interesting, especially if you look at the videos where the person's actually speaking, like over and discussing what they're seeing. Their interpretations of the events are just baffling half the time. But it's also kind of frightening because you think about like how fragile a person's like mind can be, and you know how any one of us could be susceptible to similar types of paranoia. I mean, I have certain types of paranoia, but mine's more like more meta. It's more like you know, where things are going sort of a direction. Like I'm more paranoia about my children's futures and shit like that, which isn't always healthy either. Fortunately for me, it doesn't make me go out and record random people on my street, but I can see how things can end up that way, for sure. But
I'd have to look into it more to comment.
Yeah, and it's just, it's kind of a bummer. Like, what, Nonomo, what have you seen on this whole gang stalking thing before on the internet?
Not much. I just knew the concept of it.
You just seen like random videos people have posted or things that people have linked on stuff?
Maybe like in the past, but I don't seek it out, so I haven't seen much.
I often find myself seeking out some strange shit, like I am today. Alright, so let's see here. Who else posted something? They posted Zila Soma. Let's check that out. There we go. Just shit beyond my control. This is gonna look like shit now because it's gonna upload with a bunch of gaps and garbage. So that's awesome. Sorry to anybody that's watching this after and you're just getting fucking huge gaps. I don't know if it's I don't know if it actually just records, or possibly it just records what it's even when it's not live. So sorry if you see the parts where I'm fucking mad, but oh well, because it's very, very frustrating since I don't know where the speaking stopped or began. So let's go ahead and do what I was doing. What was I doing? I lost oh, here we go. Zila Soma is what I was looking for. 10.5k subs. So what am I looking at here with Zila Soma? What is this? If you can give me an explanation of what it is I'm looking at. Archetypes, the anima, the opium eater, art time-lapse video, a taste of decadence, my definition of an artist, soul of the octopus, the matrix, and the divided mind. So it looks like we're talking some metaphysics, mental health, within psychosis. So a little bit romanticizing, so some anthropology. Interesting. Taste decadence. See what this looks like. Cool border. So they're like video essays, I'm assuming. Alien Freudian analysis. So we got a variety of takes here. What am I looking at exactly? To who was it? Sam Jam. Since you're the one that suggested it. If you don't mind me telling me. I got some Pazuzu here to the left and right. Classic Pazuzu action. A description, if you want to suggest them a description of what it is I'm looking at would be nice, because I can't exactly play full videos on here at the moment. Well, I can go to the about me, maybe it'll give me something. Of course, there's nothing.
It's just your connection, dude.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you can. It's just your connection. Like, I don't think the videos are affecting it.
Alright. Fine. This boomer will listen to you. Let me see here. Let's click on the most recent one. Let's see what we got here. Archetypes. Okay, that's actually already interesting. Let me turn up the sound.
Held off from making any videos on the anima and the shadow, precisely because I understand the level of investment that they require in order to convey them properly. What I've tried to do thus far, though, with every single archetype video that I've made is to, one, remain obedient to the original source material.
Alright, so it's just an explanation, breakdown, video essays.
It reveals. The word anima derives from the root Latin, with earlier derivations reaching into the ancient
I'm
Greek.
guessing he uses like film clips in order to
the image of that potential.
I love Dark Crystal.
Not only of the realm, but of his own part in its transformation. Just as the artist,
okay, interesting.
agents
So
of the unconscious,
basically, Dark Souls. That's nice. So basically, we're looking at philosophical, psychological concepts mixed with a little bit of the metaphysical, abstract, and art analysis. Okay, that's cool. This is actually worth checking out. I'm gonna go ahead and sub to this and check it out later. I think a small channel that was kind of interesting too, that kind of reminds me of this, was one called Zarathustra's Serpent, I believe it's called. If I'm remembering the right one. Yeah. This one's got like 8.32 subs. Very small channel. He talks about like existential philosophy, Nietzsche, all sorts of really interesting sort of video essays on a variety of ideas and topics and concepts and stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, stand-up philosopher. Yeah, he kind of makes jokes and things like that. So that's one that I would recommend for sure. If you want to have a good breakdown of Nietzsche related stuff. One of his older ones, Nietzsche's End Goal. This one's really, really good. It talks about the Superman, the Ubermensch, and all that kind of stuff. So I would highly recommend that. But he also does like fucking Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, like stuff, and like all sorts of reviews on a variety of things. And then some critiques of other people's channels and things like that. But he gets into some really he gets into a little bit of politics as well, I believe. But I'm more interested in some of his philosophical videos that I would recommend checking out. There's also, let me see here. Where am I looking? Nobody's saying shit, so I don't know if nobody's saying shit or if just my OBS is being stupid.
No one's saying shit right now.
No one's saying shit. Oh,
I wasn't saying shit.
What? What do you mean?
I wasn't saying shit.
Oh, you weren't saying shit. No, I'm talking about the chat. No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to see if I'm having problems again or what. Now I'm all paranoid, like of whether I'm actually fucking on or not half the time.
Yeah.
I'll do a test real quick then.
That's fucking wonderful. It's got me all just fidgety now. This is that Romanian guy I was talking about, Romanian TV. He talks all kinds of political shit. Probably stuff you might disagree with, agree with, so on and so forth. Takes that might be offensive or not offensive to some people. But I just find his perspectives, his kind of Eastern European perspectives, really, really funny. And he's that guy I was talking about that he has a medical degree. He's a doctor. He studied law. And because he lives in Romania, he makes more money just doing YouTube videos. And which is hilarious. It's fucking sad, but very, very hilarious. Oh, that was Quentin. Just looking at what other garbage I have on here. Tycoon. I'm always subscribing to just such random shit all the time. You know what? Here we go. It's been low resolution for a while. Is this your first time streaming to both Discord and YouTube? Maybe it's because of the double upload data. No, I've done this before. But you know what? For now, let's see if it could help. Let me stop because I'm not gonna show any more videos. So I'm gonna stop streaming on Discord and just talk. And then oh hey, what's up, Trout Man? You're here. How's it going? I didn't even see you were on here. Again, Trout Man just gets on and listen. Just watch the stream. We're not gonna say shit. Fucking guy.
It's on stream. It's funny.
Huh? No. He's done that before. He gets on the stream, like as if he's gonna talk, and he doesn't say shit. He just likes to listen. But it's like you can watch the stream and you get the same experience. It's so funny. But let's just do what we usually do because I'm honestly getting bored and frustrated at this point. So I'm going to just go to Schizoid Reddit and see what we can find to talk about there because I'm over this with the fucking garbage fucking internet. I am fucking over trying to watch anything or whatever. And I can't even see that's the thing, dude. Like I need some kind of fucking music. If I don't have music, I feel really uncomfortable. Am I the only one that's like that when it comes to this kind of stuff? I find the it's not even like the radio silence of people not talking. It's just the silence in general because I could hear my own thoughts louder. It's like my
silence. I don't know.
I feel like my own thoughts kind of overwhelm me when it's when I don't have anything on to listen to. It's really weird. Do any of you guys out there like listen? Oh my god, what was that? Don't tell me something happened again. No.
What?
Okay, no, I heard a sound that something went wrong. Do any of you guys ever listen to like music in general, just in the background, even if you're doing nothing, because you don't like the silence itself, like when you're by yourself? Like you just can't stand silence when you're by yourself all the time?
Yeah, all the time, unless my head is hurting, then I'll just have the silence.
Sam Jam, you suffer from ADD, right? Yeah, that must be why. Yeah, I think so. Maybe it has something to do with that. I need like atmospheric stuff, ambient shit, anything like that I find really chill. And it actually helps me keep track of my thoughts a lot easier. Silence tends to disrupt my thoughts significantly, or I like the silence actually, man. I wish I felt the same way. It might also have to do with the fact that my left ear has like a kind of strong tinnitus. So all I can really hear is a ringing in my ear. It used to bother me a lot. It used to be a cause of anxiety, probably like a decade ago. But not so much anymore. But I still just do not like silence. Sometimes I like the silence. Like, the the kind of silence I like is ambient, atmospheric music with nobody talking and everyone just sitting there. That silence I can enjoy significantly. If we're talking like no human voices, like outside of music, that's the kind of silence I like. And even if it's going to sleep, I can't have music on because the wife won't dig it. But I always have a fan on or something. Even if it's cold, like I'll face it away from me.
Yeah, I like this fan sound, you know, going to sleep.
Yeah, I can't stand just pure silence. Like I'll have the window open. I like to hear the cars outside. I like to hear the fan rotating. I like to hear the ceiling fan move. This Halloween, I've always got something on. I find the silence too loud. Yeah, exactly. Unless I'm overly stressed, I need 10 minutes of silence. For me, the silence I need is just atmospheric music like this. It gives me all the silence I need because there's no human voices to interact with or anything. It quiets my own voice inside my head, so it's kind of strange. It like muffles it somehow. It almost feels as if it's like, how do I explain it? It feels like neurological or psychological, well, neurological mainly, synapse-wise, static that kind of buffers my thoughts, because like it's almost as if there's music playing in my ears or around me or some kind of other sound, my brain is forced to process these sounds, right, that are occurring around me. There's still some process going on from my ears to my brain and such, and my senses, and the less senses are being I guess stimulated in some respect, the more space it feels as if like my brain has to just be able to go. My mind can just wander, and it can go into some like really dark or strange places.
Yeah, I find music helps when I'm working, like with writing or with drawing or so on.
Yeah, like it oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's all I'm saying.
That's it. No, I there had to have been more. I'm such a fucking interrupter. It's terrible. No, but I'm actually curious to examples of the kind of shit you listen to that keep you on track, whatever you're working on or doing.
I like I did a black metal zine for a while there, but
Hell
it's been like more than 10 years. But I wasn't like older stuff because I just can't keep up with newer music, any kind of music. I don't know, I just can't keep up with it. But I listen to like older stuff, and I also like to listen to old like blues and jazz and stuff when I'm typing, because somehow like the pianos help with the typing.
Interesting. How about you, Nanoma? What keeps you on the art when you're doing stuff like that? Like, what kind of music helps soothe the savage beast?
It depends on the vibe, like how I'm feeling in my mind at the moment. So if I'm feeling some sense of anger, I'll just put on like angry music, I guess.
Pirate chanties?
No. But majority of the time, it's I guess it's just what I mostly listen to the most in general, which is it's called like digital hardcore, I think.
Digital hardcore?
Yeah.
Now I want to play some. What's that fucking sound like?
Like Sewer Sluts music.
Oh, Sewer
like
Slut.
that stuff. Yeah, and Machine Girl.
Yeah. All right. Sewer
Less
Slut.
Sick Puppy and stuff.
Let's see what Sewer Slut's got for us here. Oh, besides fucking a Vimeo ad.
She just released a new album lately.
Oh, this is it, right? Yeah, the schizophrenia simulation.
Yeah.
Oh, I already like this. Oh, this is good shit, dude. You had dropped some of their stuff on the server, right? Before?
Maybe once, but it was a hot minute ago. Someone else did as well. I remember seeing that.
That's good shit. I like this comment right here. Time to drown in a sea of microwave PS1 dust. This is nice. I've heard stuff like this before. I like it because it reminds me of like my past, like because especially when stuff sounds like retro gaming or like especially PS1, PS2 era stuff.
Oh yeah.
It just reminds me so much of my those cozy years of hiding in a dark room and just playing RPGs. And oftentimes like if I got bored of the game I was playing or I wanted to stop, I would just let the OST play and I just lay in my bed for like hours, staring up at the ceiling or the floor and then just letting the OST play. And usually no one would bother me because they thought I was playing the video game, right? But I wasn't actually playing. I was just laying there staring at something super depressed or super empty while, you know, Wild Arms 2 music was playing in the background. That was a lot of my life, I would say, is a lot of staring at things for extended periods of time.
Staring at one-player games. That's what I did.
Dude, yeah, man.
Before the internet.
Have you ever, like... That's happened to me a few times. Where, like... I was playing, like, a video game or something. Let me lower this a little bit. It's good shit, though. I was playing, like, a video game or something, and, I start staring at, like, the screen and start just focusing in on a specific pixel or something. And then I feel like I lose track of myself. Like I lose track
and just
of
sort of like
everything.
dissociate or something.
Yeah, and you just dissociate it kind of crazy, and then you just start floating in like a weird headspace of just sound, like static, and that's what this music reminds me of. Would you say that's pretty accurate, Enoma?
Yeah. They have some more like I guess angrier sounding songs. Hold on.
That's fine by me. But yeah, I used to do some interesting stuff. I remember in high school, how do I put this? I think I used to be more eccentric and strange, even more grim than I am now, because I didn't have any inhibitors. Like, I didn't have anything to really give me any reason to be stable, or before meeting my wife and having my kids. Like, I didn't have any reason to do anything or go anywhere. So I would just spend hours like drawing spirals in a notebook while listening to whatever music was available to me, or the OST of whatever soundtrack or game I was playing, or maybe I put a movie on in the background, some horror films or something, and just let those play out once I've seen a million times, and then just have it as background noise, and then I would just sit there and draw geometric shapes and all sorts of random shit on a notebook. Man, I did some weird shit. I did some weird shit that, like, I don't even understand what I was doing, especially during my teenage years, into my like early 20s to mid 20s when it kind of started slowing down. I used to do some fucking weird shit. Like when I remember. Okay, this one's gonna get weird, guys. Okay, I don't do this anymore. Okay, so no fucking start judging me, fuckers. But for some reason, I used to like, find like scraps of paper or things. Like I would collect scraps of paper or notes written by people that they left behind. So like if I go to the park or something, or I go somewhere, just wander around, because I used to just wander around during, especially like my early 20s. I used to just like go to like whatever the uptown version of an area or your city is, and then just wander around into the stores, into the street alleyways, not looking for anything in particular, listening to odd music. And then oftentimes I would find like a piece of paper or scrap paper that was left behind by somebody that had their grocery list, or some weird message or phone number that is unintelligible, or something just odd that got left behind in a variety of places. And I would collect them. And I used to have this like stack of just weird papers and stuff that wouldn't have made sense to anyone, and I just kind of saw them as like maybe it was some weird attempt to like trying to connect to people in some disassociative way. I don't know. It was weird. I used to do this really. Okay, here you guys want to hear a real weird one I used to do? Hold on. Who's on here? Tina, is that you? Hey, you, Tina. That is Tina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
fucking Tina. Don't just join in. Don't say shit. You can interrupt. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I used to... And interrupt, guys. Interject if you've done similar things, because it makes me feel less insane when other people tell me they've done similar things.
I guess I have a similar thing, because I know a while back I said I don't journal anymore, but I just meant like actually doing it daily. I still do like, I don't know, it's like scrap journaling. But if on the rare occasions that I am out and about in society, if I happen to get a sticker, or I'm at a place where they have their cards, I'll just grab one, and so I can go put it in my journal. It's actually kind of exciting. It's like, oh yay, I got another.
Like business cards and stuff?
Yeah, like I got another fucking scrap to put in there.
Souvenirs.
Yeah, but I like doing that because it's a memory, so because I feel like I have like fucking dementia, but I don't. It's just ass memory. But part of me fears that, like, what if it becomes that? Because my dad's mom has it, and it's just one of those little things. I'm like, hope not.
Existential dread action.
Yeah, because it's like I already have so little of a self. What
That's the
would
last
it
thing we
take
fucking need, right?
for like memory decline to happen, and then it's like,
It's on the opposite thing where I just leave notes for other people.
Thank you. I was about to get to that. Tell me about it, because I want to know if it's similar to what I was doing.
Well, it's like I've done like a few different things. Like I was in college, I would on the bathroom stalls, I would like write down these suicidal words onto the bathroom stalls, even if I wasn't actually feeling that. Just thought it was funny at the time. And I would write like poems on a piece of paper and leave them in the break room at work. And and they would accuse other people of writing that note.
Just gaslight them.
Yeah.
I did something similar. Dude, I'm wondering how many schizoids do this kind of shit, because like there's some part of us that desperately wants to connect to another human being, and we don't know how, or any attempts or just feel like complete failures. So we do these kind of weird parasocial things. one thing I used to do, and no, this isn't in a creepy way. It's in like a kind of really pathetic, sad way. I used to because I would wander around like in my city and just like go to places. Oftentimes I'd go to the park where I used to live. I used to go to the park and just like chill and sit on this, just like an emo kid, fucking just sit on the swing and shit, and just do whatever, and just sit there and read books and things, and because I just like being under the trees and shit. But I used to do this thing where I would buy, like the small toys, like any small toys you would get from a quarter machine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that. And I think it had to do with the fact that I had such a shit childhood. And I didn't have any memories of childhood except for just fucking really negative memories. And oftentimes I would leave small almost fortune cookie notes saying kind of stuff like if you're stuff about people being lonely and how to basically telling people to how do I put this, to stick it out, to wait it out to see if anything improves.
Yeah.
Or if things are hard, just think about this or that, and the fact that you're gonna get older and get away from it. And I used to leave this I used to leave them in the sand or in playground spots. And in my head, it's just delusional, but in my head I always thought what if there was some miserable kid out there like me, and when I was younger, and they find something that can help them or make them feel a little better or make them feel less lonely, because they even know that somebody out there, it was just as sad as them when they were a kid, maybe a little less alienated. I don't know, it was just something weird I did. I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell you what the logic. There's just no logic behind it. If anything, a parent's gonna find it and be like, "What the fuck is this? There's some pedophile out here in the parks," right? It's something negative like that. But that wasn't obviously my intention. It was just to make some kid out there that maybe had a shit childhood or a shit life feel like, okay, well, other people have shit lives too, so I'm not alone. I don't know. I did stuff like that all the time. It was weird. But it might have to do it. I mean, if you guys have done similar stuff or things like that, especially you, Trout, I think it was when you said you would leave notes. It might be some kind of weird Zoid way of trying to reach out, right?
Yeah.
To feel something. Whoa, somebody was going to say something. Oh, go ahead.
It's kind of satisfying. You can just be honest, put it on a note, and then someone might or might not read it.
And it won't come back to you on a personal level.
Yeah.
It's anonymous or whatever.
Yeah, you can just shoot it out there.
But just knowing that somebody could find it is something interesting or enjoyable about it, huh? That it could be found. But you won't know. And so you won't have to deal with the repercussions of somebody finding it and reacting to it. You just know that maybe they would be. I don't know.
I think that kind of goes with some of the things I was reading in that one book by Salman Akhtar, talking about creativity and things, where you can, if you do a painting, then you can just put the painting out there and you don't have to necessarily react with anybody else, but you have something to put out there.
Yeah, you still have something that you put out there to the world.
But it's not like a two-way street,
Yeah, exactly. That's interesting. I never thought about this very much. Some of the stuff I used to do, that might have to do with that. Another strange thing I remember doing that maybe you guys can relate to is and yes or no, doesn't it feel good to hear other people say stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels good, right? It feels kind of good, like it just feels nice, cozy to like hear other people say that they were being fucking loopy and shit and doing stuff that made no sense or it sounds incredibly creepy or strange to neurotypical people. Oh, here we go. Miss Halloween. I buried notes when I was a kid, and I actually put one in a bottle and threw it to the sea like in the movies. No one rescued me, though. Oh, poor Miss Halloween. Sent out
I put one in a bottle too.
a rescue message. Please save me, universe. Throw it out into the ocean, hoping that someday some fucking UFO will land on your front yard and take you away. Yeah, I remember I used to do stuff like that too. Like also like try to send like I don't know why, but I had this fixation when I was a kid. When I would go to sleep, I would have trouble going to sleep because I remember I would stay up kind of scared or anxious that there was UFOs flying above my house. It's the
It was
weirdest
like
thing.
vampires looking in my windows.
That was that for you. As vampires looking in your window. For me, it was UFOs, alien life forms, somehow keeping track of me or something, and fucking with my dreams and stuff. And I remember I used to like, in order to combat them, like in my mind, I would yell at them in my head before I went to bed to not bother me, because I wanted to go to sleep. And like I would yell at them, like I thought like I was sending out some psychic message to whatever was trying to bother me or making me paranoid when I was a kid. I remember doing stuff like that. It's kind of like the equivalent of throwing a sheet over your head, thinking that if you can't see it, it'll go away.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid, it's that kind of child logic. And yeah, I used to do something similar. But sometimes there was times where I thought I'd be like, well, if you guys are out there, because even as a kid, I didn't believe in like a benevolent God or anything, and I was thinking to my head, like, if there's any aliens out there that can hear me, please get me off this planet. Like, please drag me away from here, please take me to whatever weird fucking planet you're gonna take. You want me to be in a zoo? That's fine. Just don't. I don't want to be here anymore. This place is hell. So yeah, I mean, I've been there for sure. It's so funny, man. Where you want to be rescued by something or someone. But yeah, the other thing that might be relatable, interesting about when I was a teenager that maybe you guys have done that I'd like to hear somebody else has done, because it feels so cringe and fucking weird to talk about because you just assume nobody's ever done anything like this. But I used to how do I put this? I don't remember doing this very much, but I used to like try to because I've always been interested in the occult and stuff, and when I was younger I used to go into all, like in my early 20s, I used to go into all sorts of strange bookstores and find all kinds of literature and things, and just like looking for a way out. Like, did you ever get into esoteric things for the purposes
very much. As a teenager,
looking for a way
me
out?
on TV. They interviewed me on a local TV.
You did?
In, like 1996, because like I was the local weirdo that was like talking about like Levian Satanism and so on. And,
what? Is there a video out there of that?
I'll send it to you at some point. Yeah.
Okay, if you ever do, I'd love to see it on the stream, or if you don't want me to see it there, then I'll watch it in private. I don't have to post it. But it sounds awesome. Because I was my school weirdo, so I get it. But go ahead, sorry.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was, everybody called me Satan, but I also subscribed to like weird fanzines and stuff.
Well, I had plenty of those too.
Yeah, related to like metal and Satanism and the occult and things like that.
Sometimes I think, tell me if you guys relate or whatever, but let me expand this so we can see Tina here too. And Tina, chime in if you got something to say. Do it. Don't be shy.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
You did similar stuff?
Yeah, playing with the Wii boards and reading books on the occult and
Did it ever,
going to the library as well.
not talking to anyone, just looking for things? Like, did it ever feel to you guys like you were looking for an exit?
Yeah. We're looking for an answer or something. I don't know.
Some kind of answer, some kind of exit, some kind of way to, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, some kind of way to leave, right?
Mhm.
Like, isn't that what it felt like? Like you were just trying to leave? Like you were
Yeah,
just
like
trying to
this-
go somewhere else?
This plane of existence sucks, you know?
Yeah, that's why there's that funny picture I posted on the Discord server that says, every dimension sucks. And they had like 3 little action figures, and one was like fish head dimension, long arms dimension, and then it said this dimension, and it was like little action figures, and the brand or whatever it was called, all the dimensions suck. And
Sorry, go ahead.
no. I really want to hear other people talk.
Okay. I used to think I had like a spirit in my head because I was so lonely that I'd talk to it. I didn't hear anything back, but you know, the belief was there, I guess. And this was when I was like 10 or 11.
I often wonder how many of us, out of sheer desperation to find solace in our own individual existences and attempting to connect to others in some way that seemed impossible, without trying to alter ourselves in a manner that just felt impossible as well, or illusory. We oftentimes gravitate toward like the esoteric and the strange and the occult and the philosophical and the metaphysical and whatever, because we just want to get the fuck out. But many of us at the same time don't necessarily want to be dead. Like we don't want to go that route necessarily. We're trying to find some other route, you know, some other not, you know, KYS route, less extreme. Well, I mean, is it really? Like, if you think about it, like you literally want to find a way to open up the fabric of reality so you can escape into some other place, because you just can't believe this is it. You can't believe, oh, this is where I'm stuck.
I think this is why I watch so many, like, I don't know, like ghost hunting, paranormal videos, because it's just more interesting than this.
What if this is just zany cockamamie shit, but it's fun. Like, but I like the idea of like, what if some of that stuff is right, you know, and then we get to be the ones that feel less crazy at some point or another. Because like it's funny to me, like if something wild were supposed to happen, just movie, like, you know, UFOs land and fucking all of a sudden like ghosts start appearing like 10 times as much around people, and like I feel like everyone, all the neurotypical people on Earth it would just be apocalyptic for them. But I would just be like we'd just be cool with it. I'd just be like, finally, yes, it's happening. Fuck, like, you know, like some part of you would just be like, cool, yes, like that dimensional rip fucking finally opened up, like I was hoping it would.
Excited, like maybe I can finally make a friend that I can connect with besides the one I have. But like a non-human friend, that sounds fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
But think about this here. Let's white pill you. You want a white pill, Nanomo?
Maybe.
Oh, you ready for one? You want one? Come on.
Sure.
Come on, Nanomo.
Yeah, give me that white pill.
Yeah. Open that butthole up. I'm gonna give you that white pill. All right. So, what if you're already doing that? Because think about this. Think about this. Okay. Many of us out there are seeking companionship that is different. that isn't conventional to what we already understand or have experienced regarding human behavior. So what if because the reason you're looking for that is because yours doesn't align, doesn't match up with what is generally available. And what if that non-human entity, or that sentient life that is not quite human, already exists, and it's us. So like and as as strange as that sounds or whatever, what if like the manner in which we experience things and perceive stuff isn't just it's alien far more than we could ever really, or we could ever convey to others that are not the same. And what if were we not obviously inhibited to this specific flesh bag, we would all have individually chosen some entirely different manner of presenting our own existence. And because of that reason, internally, many of us are not what is generally human.
I'm really a tentacle monster. Yeah.
Yeah, with dicks at the end. But but my point is, like, what if you're already communicating that? Like, I always think, like, okay, think about it this way, okay? Think about it this way. If upon death, people, one of the things that, especially if you look at spiritualists and stuff like that, because I've read a lot on spiritualists, where if we're talking more like psychic seance shit, Civil War era things like that, and I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with them, but spiritualists of that time period still exist. It's a very small kind of community, but they still believe in like almost a secular perspective on afterlife communication and shit like that, right? It's not really tied to any specific religion or anything. In fact, a lot of them believe that any religious perspective is what you're going to get when you kick the bucket. They have this belief that it's basically this amorphous thing that only becomes what you wish it to be, and it only connects you to others like you want it to, right? And I always think, like, okay, so theoretically speaking, I like how I lost two people. They were like, fuck this got weird. Theoretically speaking, let's just say that you could take a shape that was different, right? I feel like the average person would still take the shape they're familiar with, that they saw in the mirror every day.
Yeah.
I feel like the average, or a variation of that, maybe without the flaws they perceived in their bodies, right? But nonetheless, they would probably choose a version of their body and themselves that they related to for their entire life. And perhaps people like ourselves and other cluster A's, not just schizoids, would choose something completely different, or perceive something totally different, or be comfortable with something that is constantly changing. Or more malleable than our current body, or the limitations of the human body. Like I feel like most people would not be comfortable existing in a different sort of flesh suit that is one, not the one they're used to, which that would be the obvious one. But furthermore, even if they were to choose a different one, it would be it would still be human.
Oh god, I gotta tell you this part though.
No,
like
do it.
20 some years ago, I was with a friend, and I think we were on some kind of drugs. I don't know. I don't know if we were on LSD or something, but I'm just saying to her, no, I feel like being human is wrong. I'm saying, like, the whole form and everything is wrong, and I'm like, do you know what I mean? And she says no.
She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? There is no other shape. There is no other form you can take. So, hey, I don't even need to be on drugs to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need a psychedelic to experience something like that. I feel like I'm always fucking on some light form of psychedelics.
Well, same. Like Salvador Dali said, I don't do drugs. I am drugs.
I am drugs.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I get that. G. Hissanidi said, I would choose to be a piece of cheese with an eyeball and 1 foot. You know what's funny is if you were comfortable with being, even for a small period of time, a piece of cheese with an eyeball and a foot, I would gladly hang out with Hissanidi as such. I wouldn't have any problem with having a conversation with a piece of cheese with an eyeball and a foot. I think that's what makes it funny too. Like, conventional shapes wouldn't even make a difference to me. Like, it'd be funny to like kick the bucket, and then what if upon another theoretical, what if upon death people segregate each other or separate themselves into just like we do in this life, by likenesses, right? So like what if upon changing, if there is a state of change, like you end up gravitating toward other Zoids and cluster A's, like sort of thinking consciousnesses, and then we end up like meeting each other in some weird fucking way. I always find that interesting, but taking weird forms and strange
I'm thinking
appearances.
of Lovecraft with the floating gases, colored gases and things.
Colored gases, yeah. I just find that interesting, the thought that like that could be a distinct possibility. But that's why I also think that I mean, fine, if somebody wants to be adamant that all we have to head for is oblivion, that's fine. Respect, that's cool. But I don't think that, and I feel like people that don't that think like I'm trying to convey here should be just as I think it's just as respectable as somebody that's full on oblivion. I think there's nothing less or more to it. If anything, I find it more interesting when a person has views on the metaphysical nature of existence that aren't necessarily in line with any particular book or way of thinking. It's interesting when people create their own amalgamations of information and so on and so forth. Because what's cool is my version of all this would make all of them relevant, would make all of them legitimate. If in fact if it's a form in which we can create our own universe, and then only connect to the universes and the individuals or other consciousnesses that we choose to or decided to still connect to or take part in within our memories and things like that. It would just be interesting if you could like go through your memories like an archive. If death actually frees the consciousness in some ways that the brain is limited, the material brain, and so then you can actually rifle through your memories in a very concise way, and then maybe find people and communicate with them. And
I think that's why I like writing them down. Writing things down.
Yeah.
I don't know how other people feel about that, but I mean, like 20 years ago, I was on LiveJournal and things, and
Melodramatic.com over here.
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody remembers that website.
No.
It was like LiveJournal, but for weirdos and emo kids.
Oh, cool.
Like that's all it was. It was LiveJournal, like a blog spot for nothing but all the goth kids, the metal kids, all that shit. It was like the kind of like the more eccentric LiveJournal, edgy boy shit.
Yeah, well, on LiveJournal there were groups for like transhumanism and things.
Yeah.
Like talking about people wanting to, transcend their human form.
Yeah.
That's what I was in.
Yeah, because it's funny because there's a lot of people. Because like when people discuss transhumanism on when we're talking like the occult or metaphysics, that's when it gets kind of like people perceive that as getting kind of woo-woo, right? But what I find really interesting is that nobody seems to have a problem if you're talking about that sort of stuff on a... Sorry, I had to close my camera because somebody came in. on a singularity level when you're talking about things like technology and cybernetics and things.
Yep.
So if you're discussing things like cybernetics, technology, things of that nature, all of a sudden, those possibilities are not scoffed at or found to be ridiculous.
Yeah, suddenly they're okay.
Suddenly it's okay to talk about transhumanism because you're talking about science and technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, transforming the body, a cyberpunk sort of fashion. And I just find it funny. It's just a material version of the same kind of thing we're all looking for, which is, well, many of us ascending this particular state and form. Because for many of us, it's not enough, or it's incredibly boring. Things of that nature. But in any case, guys, I do have to shut down the stream. Fam just came back home. So thanks a lot for talking today, guys. Sorry I didn't go as long as I usually do. But thank you for joining Nonomo, and thank you for joining me, Amy. Also, if you can, Patreon, please, if you like this stuff. Hopefully the stream will be better next time because I won't take a shit a few times. And if you like this stuff, PayPal, Patreon, Bitcoin me if you want to do decentralized. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace out.
Later.
No problem.